Hello viewers, welcome to Ascension TV. Today on this episode we are looking at the color of music. You may be wondering, does music really have color? Well, my brother is going to do a lot of justice to that and tell us the color of music. But for me, from the 70s till now, you see the evolution in music. A lot of musicians have come and gone. People tell you about their life experience through music. Others tell you about their personal feeling through music. Another tell you about the societal affairs through music. But that is not the area we are going to. Today we are looking at liturgical music and how it affects our life and spirituality. Well, me in the studio is...
Thank you, Mr. Ben. I am Livinus Ayamu.
Now, from the point you are making now, I can categorically tell that a lot of persons buy hymn book because others are buying. If you tell them open to hymn 58, for instance, it's something you can flip in easily, and then you see some persons. That time you are in the second verse. Some people are still looking for where hymn 58 is. And then by the time the song is fading off, that's where you get and you want to start your own and all that. And then people say this. Okay, now let us go into the secular a little bit. Let us go out of the church a little bit. Now, in the 70s, when the likes of Bongos Ikwe, Rolling Dollar, King Sunny Ade, and a host of others were singing, music had a lot of meaning. These people look at society and put it into music. Likes of Fela. Fela was like the prophet in the music and the secular music. They tell you what is going to happen in the future. They put it in music and all that. But people neglect those areas. That is cool. And these days, now there's a song somebody was analyzing on YouTube last week about one character who just came up and was pledging allegiance to the devil in Yoruba, whatever, and the guy brought out the lyrics, and then you see people are going to by listening to more of that kind of music and all that. The same way now in the church aspect. In fact, a pastor what drew my attention there, a pastor brought that kind of music into the church house and made it a prayer point. And the guy was like, how can you make a music a prayer point when you don't even understand the lyrics of what you are going into? But I'll tell you that Catholic Church is, a lot of people, even most Catholics, don't listen to Handel Messiah, for instance. Like Handel Messiah is like when you are listening to classic hymns. These are the kind of music to look out for. A lot of Catholics don't look at it, but when you see some Catholics now go to buy Lorile, Oti, Gobe, and all sort of Sunday, you see people blasting and they're listening to music that will put you on the path. It's not a need for us. So now, how can you tell us that music, what can we do to hit back on that track of understanding the hymn and the Catholic liturgy?
Thank you very much. Like I earlier said that the devil has found his way to creep into the church, and this is so appalling. What we find now in our society is we find people who don't want to move their body. They don't really care about what you're singing. But if actually they take time to listen to those songs, but I always have issues with my friends because I'm like, this song we are singing now, what is the meaning exactly? Do you understand the meaning? It is those songs that have actually made this high level of moral decadence in the society. Yeah. And then you find out that people don't say anything wrong anymore. There's nothing that is wrong. Those songs they listen to affect your affect your dressing, it affects your relationship with people, and then it affects your state of holiness. You are dancing a song and the song is telling you one corner for what? And you are demonstrating the song with one corner with the style and everything. Definitely, tell me why that youth who sings that song sees a girl on the road now and wouldn't have
a different mindset.
And it affects relationship now. And also, the aspect of the females too, it affects them because you think that all this, okay, your boyfriend has to sponsor everything you are doing, give money for everything because of what that was watching those songs. And then you watch those videos, the girls are actually stark naked, and you're looking at it, and then tell me why your mind wouldn't be affected. And sometimes it's quite unfortunate that parents do not caution this. Some parents actually encourage their children to do these things. And that is why they want to run away from the Catholic Church, because when you're here, will tell you, no, you can't. You can't. This is what you have to do. And it is time that we rose up. The youth need to stand up and then really examine the message behind all these songs. But we don't understand the message. We just want to dance to the beat. We want to feel the beat without understanding what the songs are.
Exactly.
And then we don't try to follow the composer's intent. Like you mentioned, Kisone Ade, the wrote about stories, wrote about the happening in society. They had a history behind what they were writing. They understood what they were writing for and the message which it was bringing out. But for now, people don't, because they feel that it's so boring. If I'm talking about, we are talking about Nigerian situation, what's our business? The world just hear, shake your body, shake your booty. That's all they're interested in hearing. And they feel that yes, it makes sense. And listen to it.
So, viewers, sometimes when we look at music or look at some things shape our life in a way that we don't understand, and others just put us on the right path. So therefore, why don't we just, go back to the originality of life? Parents who are going to buy, if you can go as far as buying secular music, why don't you try to buy Handel Messiah, good hymns, that probably you can play in the house, listen to it in the car when you're driving out, and then you can even download some of these songs. Because most of these songs are like if you see some of the songs I have on my phone, like the Handel Messiah, downloaded them. Then this one came. There was an argument about Dorime, that Dorime is a Catholic song. And I said Dorime is not a Catholic song. Latin is a language, and the church took Latin as an official language. So a man has his own language, you could sing in your own language. And you say, yes, that Dorime is a Catholic song, that Dorime is pushing people to become cultists, Dorime is pushing people to go to club and spend money and all that. Now, these are the conceptions people have. And say because Dorime is that, other Catholic songs are like that, could lead you astray. So the one leading you to go and dance like you're in the club doesn't lead you astray. So on the general note, what would be your advice to people on liturgical music, secular music, and what we listen to?
My advice to you, dear viewers, is before you listen to any song, as much as possible, you need to scrutinize the song you're listening to. The text of every song is very important because the text affects you. It affects your psychology. It affects the way you view life. If you wake up in the morning and you play gospel inspirational songs, I tell you, you're going to have a very beautiful day because already you are filled with this spirit that is making you want to do more. But if you wake up in the morning and then you are listening to a song that talk about how beautiful a girl's body is and everything, and you go out and then you see a girl probably like half naked, what comes to your mind already?
You remember the song you have listened to in the morning, so it puts you on that.
Exactly, it puts you right on that edge. So, and then parents actually to be blamed in some of these issues because you don't assess what your children play. You don't want to buy them hymns to play in the house to listen to because you feel that kind of archaic, which is wrong. But you do not understand that those hymns send a deep message. Take time to look at the text of those hymns. You find out the beauty of this message, but you're not interested because you feel that the children need to get grooving, technological aid, they need to flow with the society. But the society is killing. The society has brought about this high level of moral decadence. You can't even control your children anymore because of what they hear and what they're trying to imbibe in their life. You can't control them anymore. You can't control how they dress because of, like they said in Homely today, you see those artists you are trying to emulate, they wear crazy jeans and then you come out and say crazy jeans and you wear it. Boys, that is a madman cloth. But it is not something they watch on TV. The music they hear affects their dressing, affects what they do, and they are not concerned about it. You don't take time to scrutinize. So it is high time we begin to look at the text of the music we play. It's very necessary because it has a way of changing your life entirely.
Okay, so thank you, viewers. You've heard it from Livin Usayan, who is telling us a lot of things about the color of music. It is not rubbish to listen to Handel Messiah. Neither is it rubbish for you to listen to the Gregorian chants. There are a lot of beautiful hymns by even our own local ordinaries who have, they may feel that, okay, yes, we should listen to praising God. Just like he said, wake up in the morning with a beautiful hymn. Then you wake up and everything you see is the beauty of God, the beauty of the universe, the beauty of creation, the beauty and color of music. But when you wake up and listen to Ola Bebe Bebe Owe and everything you see that day is away, please let us know and understand what we're listening to. Thank you, and please don't forget to subscribe and press that like button and share to Ascension TV. Bye.